This is not a conversation for children or teenagers, but it is at your discretion. So if you are a closed-minded individual, this may be a conversation that you might want to, pray about first, because we are very unapologetic about our position and our opinions. And if you want to provide feedback, my email address is DivaSpeaksOfficial@gmail.com. You can also help me grow this community on Facebook, which is at True Diva Speaks on Facebook. My Instagram handle is DivaSpeaks Official. And the roundtable panel, I don't know, sometimes they're brutal, guys. So if you have any relationship questions, why don't you email us? Because we would love, right, guys? We would love to give you some feedback. We come at you from different perspectives, different walks of life. And we're also Christians, but we're not the stuck-up kind. So... So with all of that, I do ask for your continued support. The audience out there, I love you guys. You have been so phenomenal. I watch the numbers as we publish each podcast, and you guys are very relentless in your downloads. I'm so grateful for you. But I do ask that you continue to support me. And if there's a particular episode that you really enjoyed and you wanted us to kind of expand a little bit on, or you wanted to call into the show, be sure to email us at DivaSpeaksOfficial@gmail.com. Or you can reach out to one of the roundtable panel members, because I do tag them on my post on Facebook, and they will get back with you as well. We are open to having the conversation. Be sure to stream, support, and share the podcast. That is the goal. We want your support. Correct, guys?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I want your support. And I don't just want you to share with your girlfriend, share with your boyfriend, your side boo, your pastor, that deacon that you know be walking kind of funny. We want you to share with everyone. So, the deacon. The deacon's got a lot going on.
Getting his back beat.
Wait a minute, guys. Is that another podcast?
Okay, we can work Closet.
Because we all know that last week when we wrapped up, we was feeling we were on a high.
Yes.
And we was loving each other. We were hugging and high-fiving. And then Rick, out of nowhere, came up with this super idea. He was like, she was a good woman, but the sex was bad. And there was born the idea for this topic. So this is what we're going to address this episode. We're going to talk about bad sex and relationships. And before some of you who may be on this podcast or under the sound of my voice, before you get on your little high horse and say, well, that has never happened to me, or my sex is the bomb, or this kitty, wait a minute, this kitty makes it purr. Wait a minute, I want you to pump your brakes, because if you haven't had bad sex yet, just live a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's coming.
It can happen to you. So, if it does, this is one of the episodes you might want to pull, dust off out of the archives and listen to it, because we're going to provide you some wonderful, wonderful feedback from a male's perspective, from female's perspective, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So the things we're going to talk about is sex, bad sex, relationships. Is it a deal breaker for you? Okay. Do you have the conversation about how bad the sex is? Do you weigh the pros and the cons? I mean, or do you do, wait a minute, let me take a shot at the men. Do you do what men do and just go ghost?
Oh.
Rick, take it away.
Well, from my experience, I had to weigh the pros and the cons, because she's a very good woman. So,
what do you mean by she's a good woman? Describe a good woman. Describe her.
She works every day. She's very loving. She's very attentive to my needs. It's just the sex is terrible.
What makes the sex terrible?
The sex is terrible because there's no oomph in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you look.
It's just straight missionary style. What?
Yes, it's military. Up, down, right, left. 1, 2, 3,
like
4.
a stick. Okay. Okay. So you're saying that this wonderful woman, a current past, You don't want to say?
We will not disclose that information.
Okay.
But she gonna know after tonight.
So this wonderful woman, and you've given her accolades, right? Okay, she's a good girl in terms of a good fit for you of being a woman, past, present, or whatever, right?
Indeed.
Okay, and you're saying that when you get intimate with her, everything just kind of go downhill.
Yes.
So let me ask you, why do you think that is? Ladies, I'm going somewhere with this. Let me walk him to the electric chair. Okay.
I think.
Why do you think that is?
From our conversation, her past experiences in her relationship.
God damn, you beat me to the punch. Because I was going to say, is the sex bad because the chemistry is not there with you two? Or is the sex bad because you're bringing your baggage from old relationship and of the, what Sheila used to do to you back in the day made your toes curl, so you're expecting this out of the new woman, so therefore she doesn't measure up to your past. Baby, can you turn that down a little bit up? Babe, a little bit, tweak it.
First of all, Sheila didn't curl my toes. I curled her wig.
Oh, he didn't mess up a hot breast, did he? He didn't mess up a wig.
You better ask for the last name, right?
But the question still stands. Could it be that you're comparing your current woman's bedroom skills to a previous relationship and the sex you had with other people, and by that you're measuring her skill set and saying that the sex is bad?
No, not at all. Because I equate the two like
a little bit more.
A and B. Everyone is different. So I can't say A sex should be the same as B sex because they're two different women. They bring two different dynamics to the bedroom.
How so? There.
Well, one is going to be more freakier. The other one may be a little more subdued. But at the end of the day, it's about pleasing each other.
What's freaky? Define freaky for me.
And what do you mean it's about pleasing? So you're saying that you're not getting pleased?
Not at all.
She's getting pleased. Ooh, everybody take a drink on that one. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Where's my drink?
If we're going to be honest, the sex is so bad, I done had to fake about 5 inches.
Oh, Lord.
I've never heard men fake.
I know.
Never.
So you must really, really love this woman.
Yes.
I think I do.
Okay, so let me ask you on behalf of all women who have experienced this, or men. I gotta walk through this. He just hit me with something. So if the sex is that bad, why not have the conversation?
Where's the conversation?
We've had the conversation.
What? No.
Bring us into the bedroom, Rick, please.
Yeah, bring us into
the bedroom.
The conversation consists of this. What do you like, baby? Okay, I like A, B, and C. Okay, honey, I'm going to do A, B, and C for you. This is what I like. I never get it.
So you're saying that she's not willing to please you, and that is what contributes to what you call bad sex.
Indeed.
Okay.
Because if I'm pleasing you, if you tell me, babe, I like this, I like it this way, I like it this way, and I'm giving it to you every time, you hitting a high note like Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
Every time. Not half the time.
And you're not.
If I got to fake an injury, no, I'm not.
Okay. Richard, why don't you chime in? Richard, why don't you chime in?
You don't get no Charlie horse, do you, Rick? You don't get a Charlie horse.
I'm going to read your comment in just a second. Just stay put.
Well, wow.
He's probably never had these problems.
No, I just think that when we talk about bad sex, I think it has a lot to do with how a person perceives sex. I mean, some women are not willing to give you top, or some women are not willing to do certain
He's
things.
Talking about oral.
Yes.
Oh, oral. Oh, I thought you were talking about missionaries.
So some women are not willing to do that because they've never done that. But when we talk about a relationship, when we go into the bedroom, it's not about you anymore. It's about pleasing your partner. So if I'm in the bedroom doing everything that I'm supposed to do, then you got to be willing to come off your high horse and drop down something.
Now I believe that.
Hello.
I believe that.
That's right.
Okay.
Give him a clap on that one. I'm sorry. I believe that one.
However, I have a question. I have a question for everybody that was so bold enough to clap.
Okay. Have you come down?
I have a question. So, if you're man enough to step up and communicate with your partner what you like, and you see that there is a hesitancy to do it or a refusal to do so, have you asked yourself, why is that? What is it about your current, whatever situation this was, past, present, or whatever, what is it about this particular relationship and this particular woman or partner that makes that person not want to give you their all? Why do they feel inhibited with you? Have you contributed to the inhibitions that your partner is feeling? Because I can tell you as a woman, not every man